everyone. This is the first video I'm filming of 2020. It's really weird to say. We are in the roaring 20s, right? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica, and if you are new to my channel, I make videos about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel. I'm so glad that you decided to click on my video today, because today I'm sort of going to be sharing a little bit about the last 10 years of my life, my vision board process and my finished vision board, as well as goals that I have for the next 10 years, which, whoo, girl, it's hard for me to even set a goal for 1 year. So to try to make goals for 10 years of my life, it's scary, but I'm gonna do it because I know I should. If you guys want to go on this little road down memory lane and then awesome motivational part at the end, then just keep on watching. I have been through a lot in the last 10 years. But before I start down that path, make sure that if you haven't joined my YouTube family already, that you hit that subscribe button. I mean, come on, you know you want to. Join my YouTube family. I would really love it if you would do that. I have some amazing things planned for 2020 for my channel. Also, if you have not already found me on Instagram, which shoulder I put my Instagram above? I think it's this one. Yeah. That's my Instagram handle. Please go find me there. I post completely different things on Instagram typically, so you'll get a different flavor of Jessica over there. So let's get into it, shall we? I brought my little handy dandy journal with me today. It's a brand new journal. My friend Bianca gave it to me. Thanks, Bianca. I have only written in it tonight. I have not journaled in years. I used to regularly keep a journal. I'm trying to change that this year, but I did take a while before I filmed this video to sort of write down and sort of think back on the last 10 years of my life so that I have something to reference in this video. I mean, I don't really need it, but you know, it helps. I also have to mention to you guys that this video is a collaboration with several other amazing YouTubers who I know and love, and I know you're gonna love their channels as well. They're all very inspiring and uplifting channels. I'm gonna put all the rules for this giveaway in the description box because they're kind of detailed, so make sure you go to the description box and check out the rules, read them thoroughly, and follow them. But the prize is an Amazon gift card. So if you want a little Amazon spending cash, then just go down in the description box and read the rules. You have a couple days to get it done, so make sure that you do so. 2010, let's start there. That was 10 years ago, right? Math, yes. So I was 21. I had been living here for a couple years already. I moved here when I was 19, FYI. I moved here originally to be an actor. I don't know if a lot of people know that about me, but I grew up acting. My dad has a film production company back in Tennessee, where I'm from. So I grew up doing commercials and music videos and films and theater and all kinds of fun stuff. I was kind of a child actor. I was in these kids sing-along videos, but we're not going to get off on that tangent. Anyway, I moved here for acting. And so when I moved here for acting, I was like bright-eyed about it. I was like, yes, like I had this like can-do attitude. I like just didn't think that anything could stop me. Well, let me tell you, the industry in Los Angeles, for the film industry in general, it's a doozy. And I kind of knew that it would be, but there's no way that you can really prepare yourself for the way that it is. And so for those first couple years in my early 20s, in the early 2010s, I was sort of going out on auditions. As time went by, it was less and less and less. Same time, I had quit college when I was 19 to move to LA, so I didn't have a college degree because at the time I was like, I'm gonna be an actor. I won't need a college degree. I was waiting tables to allow me the flexibility to go on auditions and things like that. But as time went by, like I said, I wasn't really going on auditions. I wasn't really going to class anymore. I wasn't putting in the effort that I should have been. And instead, I was just waiting tables and staying out too late and partying a little bit too much. And so for the first couple years of my early 20s, I did a lot of that. I had a great time. I didn't get out of control, but I also wasn't really going anywhere in my life. I kind of woke up out of that when I was 23, 24, and I realized like, whoa, like, what am I doing? I'm waiting tables. No offense to anyone in the service industry, tables for a long, long time, but I just knew like there was no opportunity for me to move forward in my life with the path that I was going on. So I was like, what? I need to do something. So I was like, you know what? I should finish college. That is the smart thing to do. Now, around this time, it was when I started dating my now husband. We dated basically from when I was 22 until now. So that happened in the early 2010s. But yeah, when I was around 23, 24, I started to be like, okay, I got to make a change. I got to do something different. I'm going to go back to school. So I did a little research and I applied to Los Angeles Valley College, which is a community college right down the street from me here. Started going there part-time and taking classes, and I knew I wanted to transfer to a 4-year university to study communications. And so I was just plodding along, taking my classes at community college and knocking off the requirements that I had to do. And right when I started going to community college, when I started my blog, Miss More Style. So I started my blog in 2013, and I started it mostly as a hobby, but it was something that had been like on my heart to do for a long time before that. Like I really contemplated this for a couple years before I started. I would read blogs and follow people that I really admired who now are like massive, like Ami Song and Pink Peonies and all these huge fashion bloggers. Sort of bided my time for a couple years and observed. And in 2013, I finally like pulled the trigger and I started my blog. And let me tell you, when I first started my blog, people in my life made fun of me. And it was not easy to know that like there were people that I knew who thought that what I was doing was stupid or ridiculous. But there was also people that really supported me and were there behind me 100%. And so I'm really grateful to those people. Yes, I started my blog when I was about 25, while I was in school, while I was bartending and then waitressing at a different place. It was like in 2017 was like the year that I had to apply to all the schools that I was going to go to. And my guidance counselor at Valley College told me that it was basically impossible for me to be able to transfer to UCLA into the communications program, because by this time I had basically decided I want to go to UCLA to study communications because like UCLA was going to be the way to go for me. So he told me it was going to be impossible, but I was like, you know what? I have a 4.0. I'm still going to try. So I got the acceptance letter in 2017 that I was accepted into the communications program at UCLA. And I have to say, like, that moment was kind of a turning point for me. Like, up until that point, like, I had been through some stuff in my early 20s. Like I told you, I kind of gave up on acting. I got a little bit lost, and I started to believe this lie about myself that nothing that I was going to do, I was going to be able to be successful at. Okay, I don't want to cry. So I sort of was in this place where, like, I had tried so many things in my life. You know, when I was a kid, I tried to be an Olympic figure skater, and I didn't make it. I tried to be an actor, and I didn't make it. When I got that acceptance letter to UCLA as, like, a 27-year-old or however old I was, I don't know, it just, like, woke something up in me that made me realize, like, no, you have everything that it takes to do what you want to do, and I worked my butt off for that. So I promised myself I wasn't going to cry in this video, so I'm going to try not to. It's like a huge moment in my life when I got accepted, because it just like shifted so much in myself. It really like turned something on in me that allowed me to know that like I am enough and I am good enough and I am capable of doing anything that I want to do as long as I have the will to do it. So anyway, that was an exciting point in my life and I'll never forget it. From that time, the blog really started to pick up. It started growing like crazy and I started getting more and more sponsorships. I was getting paid, which was like a new thing for me, and I was like literally having my mind blown, and my income was more coming from my blog and less coming from working at, you know, the restaurant and bar where I worked. And I was just so excited. I was like, oh my God, I think I can do this as a career. And so I just kept working, and I started investing in equipment for my blog. I invested in a better camera. I invested in video equipment. I invested in lights. I invested in courses to help me learn ways to do things better. And that is when I really noticed, like, it just changed. And right as I transferred to UCLA, my blog really just took off, and I also had no concept of how stressful UCLA was going to be. It is a totally crazy, like, quarter system school and very demanding. I literally lost my marbles many times in the 2 years that I was at UCLA just because I was so stressed from school and also from my blog, which was constantly growing and becoming more demanding as well. But I didn't want to back off of my blog because I didn't want to lose that momentum that I was getting. Then, shortly after I started UCLA, we got engaged. Nate proposed to me in 2017. That was an amazing day. It is a blog post of how he proposed, so I'll put that down in my description box if you guys want to check that out. It's really kind of a cute story. And shortly after that, I went full time with my blog. And at some point in this time period, I started this YouTube channel, but I wasn't really committed to it. Actually, no, I started my YouTube channel right before I started at UCLA, thinking that UCLA would only be slightly harder than community college. Well, I was wrong. I've abandoned this channel for a while, but my blog was really something that I had to focus on at the time because it was growing, because it was my income. So that's really what happened there. Traveling more. I went to Europe for the first time. I went to Israel for the first time. That following fall, I went to New York Fashion Week for the first time, which was just the most surreal experience ever to get invited to these shows for these designers. The next year, I turned 30. I graduated from UCLA, and then we got married. Most amazing day of my life. Absolutely incredible. I also went on my first ever paid press trips for my blog. So I went to Nashville for a press trip, and then I went to Milan, Italy with Barilla Pasta, which was like an insane experience. I'll put the link to that video in the cards up here. It was like my first like holy crap moment. Yeah, and then that leaves us to this year. This year has been crazy. Like, just been working so hard on my blog. I returned to YouTube. I reached my goal this year of getting to 1.4K subscribers and also getting monetized. All in all, the 2010s were an insane decade for me. I grew so much as a person, from like feeling completely hopeless and lost in my life in the beginning of the decade to now, and like I feel so empowered and motivated, and like honestly now to me like the sky is the limit, like of the things that if I want to do it, it's really just up to me to make it happen. And I would have never had that mindset in the beginning of this decade because I was just in such a dark, different place. I've traveled so much. I've traveled to Israel multiple times, Europe multiple times. This year alone, I traveled to Israel twice, South Africa, Italy, went to Oregon, and we went on this cruise. And of all of those travels, only one of those trips did I pay for that wasn't for work, which is mind-blowing to me because I always dreamed of having a job where I could get paid to travel, and here I am. It's really, really amazing. So absolutely blows my mind that this is my job and my career. When I graduated UCLA, you know, everyone's like, oh, well, are you going to start applying to, you know, get a job? And I graduated with a degree, and I'm glad that I did it for myself. I feel very accomplished that I did that, but I graduated and went to work for myself, which I'm really, really proud of that. All right. That is the last 10 years. Now I'm going to get into my vision board. I've already cut up like a ton of little clippings from magazines. I have like a bunch of them in this pocket of my journal ready to go. I have my poster board. So a vision board is something that I've never done before, but I've heard a lot of people do it and it's really useful to them. And it's all based on the principles that are in The Secret and like the power of positive thinking and visualization. I'm going to try it this year because I've just heard insane things about this, and I think there's something to it. If you don't know how to make a vision board, it's pretty simple. You get a poster board, you want it to be put somewhere where you're going to see it every day. Select a bunch of magazines, go through them, and if any image catches your imagination or like spurs something in you that is something that you want to do or something that you're dreaming of, cut it out, put it on the vision board, and then you put your vision board somewhere where you see it every day, and keep manifesting it and work hard, and the idea is the universe will bring it to you.
All right, the easiest way to do this is just take all your clippings and lay them out on your poster board and arrange them kind of how you think you would like them. I also printed out some photos from the internet because I didn't quite find everything I wanted. Once you've got everything basically laid out how you want it, start gluing it down. Now, I had Elmer's glue that was kind of old, so I decided to go with a glue gun, and I can tell you right now, a glue gun is not the way to go. Use regular Elmer's glue.
Here is my completed vision board. Over here I have Carrie Bradshaw because she's an icon and I would like to be an icon just like her. I have InStyle because I want to be featured in InStyle this year. I think I can do it. I know I can do it. This is because I am going to make it a goal to go to Paris Fashion Week later this year for my first time. I've been to New York Fashion Week, but I want to go to Paris this year. I loved this. just like a Lancome ad. Down here I have all my travel stuff, so I really want to go see the Northern Lights, maybe in Finland or Iceland. We really want to go to Japan this year. I really want to go to Greece. I want to do more road trips across California, and I would really, really love to have a VW van someday that we can take on road trips, so that's kind of a dream of mine. This power couple, it's just total goals, am I right? I'll have some brands that I really would love to work with in the new year. I would love to work with Kate Spade, Target of course, work with CoverGirl again. I really, really, really want an ambassadorship with Delta or an airline. I would really love that, but especially Delta because my grandfather was a pilot for them, and I think that would be so cool. Here I photoshopped my social, my Instagram to be at 200K. I'm at 118K right now, and my YouTube to be at 10K, and I'm currently at 1.47K, I think, or something like that. Dreaming big, guys, dreaming big is my fitness inspo because I want to be in the best shape of my life. Really, really want to save money this year. This is like my dream house. How great is this quote? I believe this is a Jessica Alba spread in InStyle, but wow, perfect for me. All of like my wellness. I need to take more time for myself. So yeah, there's my vision board. I really love it. My 10-year wish list or projected plan of things that I want to do. And to go big or go home when it comes with these things. Follow the principle, if you reach for the moon, you'll land in the stars. You dream big and you work hard for that big dream, you're not going to be in a worse place. You're going to be in a better place regardless. So that's why I really go crazy. So here's what I would like to do in the next 10 years. I'd like to start an online boutique. It's something that I've wanted to do for a while and just haven't been able to start because life. But I think this year is the year that I'm going to start working towards that, because eventually I would love to have my own clothing line. So my first step in that, toward that huge goal, because you got to have like a pathway or a plan to get to these big dreams. You can't just like say, oh, I want to do this and hope that it comes true. No. You need, when you make big goals, to make the goal and then work backwards from what you need to do to accomplish it. So in order for me, I think, to have a clothing line someday, I'm going to start an online boutique that is curated pieces that I sell, and then someday I will have ones that I design that are my own. So the thing that I would like to do is to grow my influence even more, get bigger deals, work with bigger brands, and just maybe take my blog into a different realm. I would love to maybe have a show, like where I style people, or a travel show. Something like that would be absolutely amazing. So another really big dream. Start a family. It's about that time. I'm 31. So this is the decade where if I don't start a family now, it ain't happening. I would love to start a family, have maybe 1 or 2 kids, probably be something in the next couple of years. I would love to own my own home. That is one huge thing that I've wanted for a long time. I want to buy a house in the next couple of years. I want to see more of the world. I want to see as much of the world as I possibly can in the next 10 years and for the rest of my life. But I am trying to squeeze in a lot of travel before the start a family thing, because I know once you have little, infants and small children, it's harder to travel. So trying to get a little bit more travel in before we start the family aspect. Start investing. That's one thing that I really want to do in the next 10 years is I want to learn how to invest smart, and I want to start investing my money wisely for long term in my life. Being self-employed, I don't have a 401k. I don't have benefits at a job. So I need to start figuring out ways that I can do that for myself so that I have that, safety net for when I'm older. The last thing that I really want to do, and it's something that I've been thinking about for a while, but I really want to start a charity for women who are in need. I want it to be something that has to do with fashion, something that has to do with clothing, like helping women. I don't know. I know that there's that charity that helps women like dress professionally for interviews to help them get jobs and things like that. And I love the idea of that. And I kind of want mine to be around that realm, but I haven't quite figured it out yet. I just know I really want to be able to help women out in a significant way. And I would love to have my own charity. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I have basically bared a lot of my soul to you all tonight. Hopefully you enjoyed listening and learning a little bit more about me, about my past, and where I would like to go in the next 10 years. Leave a comment down below. What are your goals for the next 10 years? Please comment down below and tell me your craziest, most out of this freaking world goal that you want to accomplish in the next decade. Because when you speak it and you keep speaking it, you start believing it. And when you start believing it, you manifest it and it can come true. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Thank you so much if you have made it to the end of this. And make sure that you enter the giveaway. If you already, hit that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching. And I will see you all on my next video. Happy 2020. Happy New Year. Bye, guys.